Good morning from Fort Clark Springs, Bracketville, Texas area on a Wednesday morning at about, let me turn the radio off, 8:30 a.m. It's a pretty day. Temperature shows to be, and I quote as soon as I get out here, 72 degrees, top down degrees. And we're rolling, baby. We're rolling. We're going all the way to Del Rio to get groceries on this beautiful day. Yeah, and what's going on in the world? Well, I'll tell you, I'm going on a trip on Monday and I'm looking forward to that, and that's why I'm going to get groceries. I need a few things just to have in the refrigerator for a couple of days until I get to the grocery store in the Llano, Texas area. It's about 30 miles to, or more, 35. Well, it's the same as it is from here to Del Rio, about 35 miles to the grocery store in Marble Falls from Llano, Texas. And so that's the way that is. But what are we going to do after that? I don't know. Just kind of keep the ball rolling, ride my scooter and just scoot right along, and my golf cart when I'm at Fort Clark Springs. But I'm looking forward to a little change, a little variety, and we'll be there. If you pay by the week, it's $240 a week at Llano City RV Park. If you pay by the month, it's $500. So if you're going to stay a few weeks, like I am, 3 or more, because I got some things I need to do, I'm going to pay the $500, even though I may not be there the full month. I'll be there at least 3 weeks. So I guess you could say, money ahead. Del Rio straight ahead, speaking of ahead. But anyway, yeah, this is so far life is okay. You know, off to the left here, I'll see if I can show you. Do you see all that equipment out there? I mean, it covers about, I don't know, 100 acres. It's all kind of equipment and stuff, and well, it's whatever you need to build a pipeline, because they're building pipelines in this area, a lot of them for a long way. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be going on for a few years. You know, I'm driving 60 miles an hour, and you'd think I was parked. Looks like that guy. Look at this light on this truck coming here. Is that cute? Oh, that's a reflection off his bumper. Ho, 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 how cute. Here comes Speedy. See, if he'd have waited about 10 seconds, I would have been at this 2-lane deal right here, and he could have just come right on around. But I guess he didn't know that. But anyway, so after we go to Llano for a month, we come back here. What are we going to do? I don't know, something. And then we'll do that something until we do something else, which is what? I don't know. We may go somewhere else. I'll give it a month or two. If the winter looks like it's going to be really cold, say in January or whatever, I may go down to Brownsville for a month to that resort, even though it's a little pricey. They've gone up. It was $700 a month, which I thought was high, but now it's $812 a month for the same site I had before. So are they making money? If they fill up, they're making money. And I imagine they will, because, you know, SpaceX down there at Boca Chica, which is not that far from Brownsville, probably 10 miles or less, or in that range. Yeah, that facility is probably bringing in a lot of visitors, construction and other things. So they got to live somewhere. But the good thing about Starbase being a new city, or a city of its own, they can establish city ordinances, you know, like building requirements and stuff that suit their needs. I think that's kind of cute. But having said that, moving along here to the drive to Del Rio, it's about 35 minutes for me. But I'm in no hurry. I got to go to Walmart and get a few things, and then I got to go to the HEB family-owned grocery store, a big chain of grocery stores in Texas, and they do have some in Mexico too. But yeah, it's a great store. Their produce and their meats are much better than Walmart. We've got a little cloud base coming in there. Next week it gets a little cooler. The temperature in this area in Llano, the temperatures drop down into the upper 50s, low 60s, and the highs will be in the low 80s. And that's, for this time of the year, is about normal, but it's nice when it finally gets here after you've cooked all winter. I mean, all summer, winter. I get it. I'm getting close. You know, those are what you call senior moments, I guess. Whatever they are, they are. Can't do a damn thing about it, and I'm not worried about it. I know I misspeak. I get the day wrong, the hour wrong, the year wrong. Sometimes, not often. I'd say I'm about 90% accurate. But, you know, that's just the way it is. On and on we go. You know, one of the things that's happening on the internet, and it affects YouTube and other social media, I guess, is bots, B-O-T-S. But bots are software that can be good or bad. Most of it's bad, unfortunately, but it mimics humans, you know, and their activities, so that you can't tell whether you're talking to a bot or a human, you know. And so it's getting worse. I think worldwide, 51% of internet activity is bots. Okay, and it's projected to be more than that in the future. They say 75% in 5 years. What that means is you won't be able to tell, and you can't really tell now what's real and what's unreal. And so when you're watching YouTube videos, a lot of those are going to be created by chatbots, okay, and or large language models, you know. And they already are. You know, there's several of them make a lot of money. Why don't I do it? Because I'm too damn lazy. And I'm not that greedy. I don't care. I don't want to fool with it, for one thing. You know, I'll just do my videos my way. You know, real videos like mine, you can always spot because they're not very good. You know, when they're perfect, they're done by something else. You know, but no, mine are what they are. I don't edit anything, never has. So if you want to, even though they're not all that exciting, at least they're real. And on and on we go. What's the point of this video, Rusty? There is no point. Hell, I mean, I'm pointless. I'm like, what was the kid in the movie years ago? Me and my arrow, da 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 da. I can't remember. The name of the movie, I think, was The Point. It was about this city where everybody lived. Their head had a point, and this little kid was born named Oblio, I think was his name, and but his head didn't have a point. So his mother knitted him a cap that made it look like he had a pointed head, but he didn't. And so he was eventually banished to the pointless forest. And I know you want to know all this stuff, but it was in the 70s, and some good music and stuff in it. But it was just a good animated video, or movie. And it was. I had the album and played it over and over and over and over. Why? I don't know. I like the music. You know, you've been goofing with the bees. Anyway, whatever. On and on we go. So what's the plan? There is the semblance of a plan, the framework of a plan, which could change at any second, as you know, is to, of course, go to Llano, come back in the winter, do whatever I want to do to stay warm. And then in the spring, I'll head out to my usual spots toward New Mexico. But I'm not going to go directly to Carrizozo. I'm going to do the state park thing for a while, because I can. The Veterans Pass, New Mexico State Park Pass, is great. And so I'll use it, make reservations, and then probably in June I'll arrive at Carrizozo, if I still own it. There are some people that are very interested in buying my 3-acre place near Carrizozo, New Mexico. If any of you are interested, you can contact me at rusty78609@gmail.com. But it is posted on realtor.com. I listed it with a realtor. It's Sierra Blanca Real Estate out of Ruidoso. $65,000, 3 acres. And, you know, you can check it out. It's got some stuff that make it worth that. So if you want a place that's remote, has a has city water and stuff. It's like boondocking in the city, you know, but it's a great spot. Yeah, check it out. And then call me or call the realtor and we'll get it did. On and on we go, guys. What else is going on? Yeah, we're smoking along here. Just, I'm telling you, just really going along here quickly. This is light speed for me. You can see that I'm getting 34.5 miles a gallon, can't you? And on this tank of gas, we got 254 miles. All right, is that good? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and towing, I get over 20. Usually in New Mexico, I get 22. It's a little less in Texas, and I've never figured out why. Never. But yeah, we're smoking along. This is a great vehicle. This is a Ford Maverick 2025. It's just an EcoBoost engine. It doesn't have. It's not a hybrid. And yeah, that's a non-hybrid mileage. Non-hybrid mileage. It just went up to 34.6. So yeah, we're doing good, guys, as far as miles per gallon. And it's comfortable. It's quiet, comfortable, and you know, I enjoy it. It's a pleasure to own. I've got 10,953 miles on it, and we're smoking here. And towing the RV, you know, it weighs like 20, well, loaded 2,900 pounds probably, and it's got a 4,000 pound towing package. And yeah, no, we're good. So from on the road to Del Rio, Texas to do my, well, it's been 3 weeks since I've been to Del Rio. So I go like once every 3 weeks and load up with stuff. And then they have a grocery store in Brackettville right next to Fort Clark Springs, where I can get avocados, lettuce, tomatoes, and stuff like that as I need them. But some of the things they don't have, like they don't have my yogurt, Oikos, O-I-K-O-S, Oikos yogurt. I get that because they sweeten it with stevia. It's a plant. And yeah, it tastes good. It's okay. But anyway, on the road again, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Do whatever you want, but if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos, or most of them. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best way you can. And I am not a bot, so enjoy your day, and that's that. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.